Hello, I'm Monique Lamont, and I write traditional sensual romance. I want to tell you about my series, my Desire series. The first in the Desire series is called Fire and Desire. And Fire and Desire is a book about a guy named Trevor Lewis who's out for revenge. He's trying to get back someone who did him wrong some years ago, and he thinks the best way to do it is to go through the woman this man wants. He finds himself trapped because he ends up falling in love with this woman as he's trying to seek revenge back. So he has to start making a choice and decision on exactly what he wants to do, if he's actually going to go after love and seek it, or rather he's going to continue on with his revenge plot and plan to get this person back. So it's a book about him growing and letting go of the past. At the same time, it's a coming of age for the heroine in the story, Tiffany. So it's time for her to step out of the limelight from her father, who happens to be a governor of Virginia at the time. And she's stepping out of his limelight and now is taking control of her own life and her own love and relationships. So that's the two of their stories. It's actually a 4-book series that are based around five friends. 5 girlfriends, and so it's each one of their lives that transpires and takes place. In Fire and Desire, you do get to meet all of the other women that'll go through the series, but each one of them will have their own book and their own story. You get to meet Veronica in this book, and Veronica's a bit stuck up. She's uptight. She's very business-minded. Doesn't let her hair down for anything. Well, Veronica's book is Restrained Desire. And in Restrained Desire, Veronica finds out how to let her hair down, first of all, but she decides that after her aunt dies, that she wants to have a baby. She has waited. Her career is now moving. She now owns a hotel business down on Virginia Beach Strip. Life is going good, and she owns it with her best friend, Mark. So she tried several different ways to decide that she's going to have a child, since she can't find the right man. She can't find her 5-star black man. And she doesn't realize that as she's looking, her best friend, who happens to not be black, but who's been beside her since they were in college, and she realizes that, wow, this guy might be the perfect father. She actually wants him to donate to the child, however he's only willing to do it the traditional fashion. So really it's a story about the two of them, and not only their friendship, but as Veronica starts to heal from some hurts in her past and allows the friendship that they have developed to actually develop something a little more than what's just temporarily happening between them. Mark, at the same time, has to struggle and really come to grips with not trying to be who he thinks that Veronica wants him to be, but to really learn and grow and embrace what he wants to do. He's a chef. He does several competitions that actually saves the hotel. The hotel that they have built is pretty much crumbling down around them. And so they really have to do a lot, and Mark is there beside her the whole time, and so she actually really needs to learn to embrace, pretty much who God has brought into her life. And sometimes that's not always who we expect and what we're looking for, and so she learns that sometimes we got to look right beside us to see what the gift is. So like I said, this is book 1, Fire and Desire, and book 2, Restrained Desire, of the Desire series. So you have your firemen, and you'll understand what's going on with the whole fireman, and then also the cop. So after that, we'll have Evidence of Desire, which will be the doctor. So I appreciate you reading. Send me an email. I'm at romancingyu@yahoo.com, and thank you.